Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is Daryl DJ Tank Dilla. I need to slow down at the beginning and get my words out right. And hey, it's been, I guess, a little bit of a minute since I made a video, so I wanted to just kind of make another video real quick, and I want to talk about the first song that I did, which is "All I Need," or is really the first song that I did after like a long, sort of hiatus from recording music. And I'm just since November 2019, I've, by the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, I'm making music now again, or I've sort of found a lane of music that I'm going to do. And so, yeah, I want to talk about how I came about All I Need. So the song originated, or is a song by Thomas Whitfield and his choir. Um, I got to the song. It wasn't necessarily a song that I grew up with in church, but I was listening to I Shall Wear a Crown on YouTube, and it was a rendition done by a choir in, I believe, St. Thomas or one of the other Virgin Islands. And the video rendition is just really beautiful. And so I was on Spotify and I've, looked for the original I Shall Wear a Crown. And I eventually found out it was called Soon as I Get Home by Thomas Whitfield. And looking through other, there were other Thomas Whitfield songs that I listened to over the years, and I came upon Wrapped Up, Tied Up, Tangled Up, which is the song that I sampled to get All I Need. Um, and so I came upon that song, and I was like, man, I haven't heard this before. This is beautiful. And I thought of suggesting it to our choir as a song to sing. But it was like November 2019. We had Thanksgiving coming up, and after that would be Christmas, and then there's like January, and then February is Black History Month. So I was like, man, I'm gonna have to just maybe I can propose the song now, and maybe we'll get to it later. But I was a little bit bummed because I was like, man, because of the timing, I don't know if this is gonna be the best time to suggest this song. And so I was in the kitchen here, and uh, I was just sort of still going over the song in my head. The Holy Spirit just had the song in my head, and I started just making up these variations in my head. And it was like I've in the past, I would hear music. I would hear music in my dreams for a long time, or I would wake up and have some melody on my mind, and I would go jot down what I was hearing, and I have a couple songs like that. And so this was a case. I mean, this was another case of that. And I've been jotting down songs on my notebook so long, and then I started jotting them down on like Logic Pro and on Machine, the Native Instruments Machine, which is my primary instrument right now. And and so I had this loop in my head, and I was like, all right, I gotta get this out of my head. And it was this that loop basically became all I need. It didn't. I can't say it was a direct one-to-one. Uh, I'll just say transcription from my idea from my mind to the computer. I actually, I didn't know where I was going to go with this song. It was, I, you know, so first of all, the song is like three small songs really. There's the beginning where they sing "All I Need," and then there's like the middle part where the soloist is kind of singing his verse, and then the end is sort of the loop when the choir is singing. So um, I was like, man, this beginning of the song is like a song in its own. And as I was, chopping up the sample, I was like, man, I basically was able to compose a new song from the song, from the parts of the the original song, which is sampling is hip hop 101. And it's like, man, I know I'm not the first person, but it's like, why aren't more people making this kind of music? Because this is like hidden gems right here. This music is beautiful. And and yeah, and so I'll say I wasn't. I was, and then I put my sort of like I said, my DJ spin to it, my hip hop spin to it, which is why, you know, you kind of hear that, all I need. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I wish I could kind of like transcribe the beat in my head, but it's it's hip hop based. You know, it's that same thing that you would do if you had a turntable. And I get excited. I'm like switching hands with the camera as I'm talking about it because I'm trying to like I'm trying to do what I'm thinking about. And that's Sasha. She's going to go see whatever sound she heard. We have a dog and two cats, and Sasha is the mama of the group, and the two cats are like Rambo is a little brother, and then Sweetie Pie is a little sister. But anyways, I digress. So yes, so all I need. So yeah, it was just like I had these different parts, and I was like, man, it ended up sound like a whole new song, and then I had the beat behind it, and I was like, I didn't know what the reaction was gonna be because I felt like I was mixing church music with like some deep bass, you know, with that deep kick, and you know, just sounded hip hop. It was just sounding like hip hop in church. But you know, I asked my wife to listen to it, and she, you know, gave me a little thumbs up approval, and then she shared it with some of her friends and other people, and I was happy that I wasn't, you know, getting like, you know, whatever I thought was going to happen didn't happen. Well, first of all, I was glad that, you know, that someone else liked it and they didn't say it was terrible, but I also didn't. I don't know what I was fearing within my spirit. Like I didn't know what was going to happen, but I was like, wow, okay, this is, you know, I know more gospel music. I have a lot more songs that I love, and that I just have stuck in my head. I have these, you know, I just kind of make up songs in my head, and I mean, as a DJ, I feel, you know, it's like that's that's just kind of in my, it's what, you know, it's in my head to do. And so yeah, that that's sort of like the story of that song. um I'm gonna do more videos on each of my songs. Hopefully I'm gonna figure out a way to put the camera because my arm is getting tired at this point. But yeah, thanks for, you know, watching this video. And soundcloud.com/Tank Dilla is my SoundCloud. There goes Rambo right there. And look for more to come. Look for more to come. I'm gonna get on these videos. I just want to make sure I get them out of my head before, you know, as I'm like doing more songs. It's like a story to every song. So more to come. All right. See you. Thanks.